Hi guys, it's Derek the Will and
DB.
Daliso Banda, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so guys, welcome to Talk Tides.
Welcome to episode 1.
Welcome to episode 1 actually, and want to apologize for delaying.
Because we were having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're trying to sort out some things, but we apologize, but we're here now.
We're here now and we're coming full force, so
Full force and we're going to move smoothly.
let's get ready for what's about to happen. What's
Yeah,
about to start cutting
bro.
here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So guys, on today's topic, we're going to be talking about fitting in. So basically, we're going to outline we're going to share the little we have on fitting in. Since fitting in is broad, it's not like
It's too diverse. There's so
diverse.
many aspects of fitting in that you have to see and touch, but we're just going to give you the little we've come to a conclusion about fitting in.
So, in cases where understandings differ, what we know is different because we are raised different.
And we all come from different
We all come
homes.
from different
So we've all
places.
got different aspects about fitting in.
Different understandings about fitting in.
But the main goal is that whatever aspect you see it from, at least we should arrive to some conclusion.
And understanding. At least we have to, So, what is fitting in?
What is fitting in?
From our own understanding, because his and my understanding are on a mutual state, on a mutual state right now. Yeah. So fitting in is basically the state of belonging or trying to feel integrated or belong in a social setting. Yeah, so when I say social setting, I mean whether it's in school, a community. Yeah, so basically social setting is where people are found.
Like wherever you're just found, right?
Yeah, wherever you're found, where the people, where the activities, things go down.
Join some soccer team, you want to fit in some in the soccer team.
So we're going to, it's like that. Yeah, so fitting in basically means trying to belong, trying to integrate yourself, trying to adapt from what's there, what you found. So basically it's seeking
validation
of the situation you found. So that's it, guys. So that's the topic. We're going to share aspects. We're going to do a little bit of questions here and there with my friend here,
and we hope you actually get entangled with our conversation.
At least you might be able to pick one or two from our explanations and the little we have to share. So
so let's dive into it. Fitting in guys. Fitting in, wanting to belong, wanting to be part of something, wanting to be accepted. So fitting in, personally, what do you think fitting in is, man?
I think I gave a brief explanation in the beginning.
But in your personal opinion, what do you think?
Okay, I think from my personal, not for the research, but my personal understanding, fitting in. Fitting in is okay, I'm speaking for myself, So let's say I'll try to give an example, then I explain. Fitting in, basically, from what I understand, it is making yourself blend. It's like someone wanting to blend in a different environment or a social belonging where they are not there. You get trying to fit in. Not fitting in for you trying clothes are fitting in. No. No, not that, guys.
Fitting in for wanting to be part of something like that.
Blending. Basically, blending means like kungala pamoja, fitting in. You get so.
Personally, I also agree that fitting in is you just trying to find yourself, sense of belonging. No one wants to just be alone. Kaya, how you guys live, but being alone is not really healthy. No man's an island. So you have to have friends, and people around you to either develop you or destroy you.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about
So,
this thing.
I've got a question. Okay, so everything arises or comes about, or everything is birthed from various reasons, different kinds of reasons. You get.
Yeah.
So, what do you think are some of the reasons for fitting in, either positive or negative?
The reasons for fitting in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you one on a positive aspect. I think when you want to fit in, one positive benefit of trying to fit in is because you're going to find, let's say, a group of people.
Sure.
And you and those people could have ideologies that are similar, like values that are similar.
Goals.
So goals, values, ambition. You want to do things together. You want to build. You want to do what. You want to do what. In you finding yourself doing those things, I think you should be found with people who are also like game-headed about those things. So you have to like find people who will not destroy you, destroy your values, destroy your morals, because we all come from different homes, and morals and values.
In short, what you're trying to say is, since you're trying to bring out the point from the positive side, you're trying to say you have to fit in for a positive benefit.
Yeah, like pretty much.
So you say, if you find something different from a certain group or a certain social setting that you want to be there, you don't do certain things. I'm not saying they're bad. Let's say you come at my place, you don't stay at my place. You come at my place. Let's say you're allergic to something, you find me on lunch.
Okay.
Then I call you for lunch. Let's say because you're hungry or you don't want to be judged, like no, he's shy or anything. You want to fit in. You're going to force yourself like, let me just eat.
No, I'll tell you.
Let me just eat.
I die. I'll tell you that me I don't eat.
Okay, that was basic example.
That's also a good example, because in you trying to fit in, you could end up changing some habits. You find taware paper for kwambo, paper for aka.
Because they're trying to impress.
Because they're trying to impress people.
In
taware no waru, ambok no waru. They're trying to impress people. So I don't think that's what you should fit in for. I think you should fit in for a positive thing. It could be anything, This life is so diverse. You could fit into a crowd to even boost your morale, like your enthusiasm. There are so many things that you could get from trying to be with.
Yeah, I think as we've said and highlighted, it's diverse and there's a positive side and a negative side for fitting in. So
I've also got a question for you.
Sure.
Have you ever lost, or have you ever felt like you're losing yourself trying to fit in? Have you ever experienced such?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. I have felt that before.
Would you mind sharing your personal experience?
I felt that before. So, I'll give an example, yeah? Okay, it's a bit long. I'm trying to answer his question right now. So, I was in boarding, by the way. I was in boarding, secondary. Yeah. So, back in 2017, I was Chomo secondary. Yeah. So, okay, me personally, I'm that kind of a guy who blends easily with different kind of people. So I was a mediator for certain groups for people, because I was found with the guys. Yeah, not really, but I used to blend in. So you find I used to be found with the guys that play basketball. In that same team for basketball, they are bad guys, they are good guys. But since personally I'm a clown. Yeah, like I won't even lie, I'm a clown. So I mean, the guys love me around, but in that same team for basketball, there used to be fights.
Amongst the guys?
Amongst the same guys.
But they ponona, or what? They used to talk. It was verbal fighting or physical?
Sometimes it got physical.
Mamona.
So, let's say you get to find, okay, there's a day where I felt I'm alone and I'm the middleman. Yeah, so we went for a certain activity, right? And the guys, divided themselves. Some of the guys were this side, some of the guys were this side.
That you were found with all of them.
But I found with all of them. So the guys that went to do what? The guys that went to smoke. Is it? But I think it was actually a bad thing. Yeah, then those other guys started complaining, why we divided and why are you on both sides?
They were asking you at why do you play both teams?
Yeah. And you're a snitch, you bring confusion here. You got those guys you bring up about negative. I mean, when they did notice that I'm trying to do what?
To like mediate them.
Trying to make them, because I was fitting in for both sides, even though I wasn't like peer pressure to do what this group is doing and what. I was alone, but
you're with everyone.
I was with everyone.
But you're alone.
But I was alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair.
I felt pressure. I had to fit in for both sides, but I didn't lose myself. Though.
How did that end?
I didn't lose myself. Yeah.
I've almost lost myself trying to fit in. Like the first time I went to a boarding house, university, my first year, hey, you go mad. You'll be seeing so many things, and you now start asking yourself, like, okay, these things I'm seeing, the way I was raised, or the morals I have, if I start doing them, isn't that going to be me altering myself? Meaning you are never even real with yourself. So you have to avoid changing. Just be you. Don't do things that are not sitting right with your personal state of mind just to impress someone. Because at the end of the day, as much as you're trying to impress someone, you shouldn't forget that you're a person who's also coming from somewhere.
Exactly.
With a family.
So you have to abide your, like,
with a home and all that stuff. So even if you might not have the things I've mentioned, like a family and a home, you still have people who care about you.
Yeah, and you've got your own.
You've got your own world. So keep your world proper.
Abide. Stay true.
Give yourself to my laws in your world. You stay proper, not having pressures. Because even in you trying to fit in, you do end up finding yourself in unwanted problems.
Yeah. So I think it's basically okay. Let's jump into the surface. Aspects. What are some of the aspects for fitting in?
Aspects like, should I give you a positive aspect or a negative aspect?
It can be either. It can be positive.
Okay, I'll give you a positive one. In fitting in, or in trying to find yourself, or in finding your friends, there are opportunities if you're found with people who are not just being lazy or still people who move around. Something you come and get opportunities just from being found with the right people. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You just find yourself with this person, but not that I'm saying you start chancing people at because this one has money. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. So guys, aspects. We're going to share the aspects that, not everything. We're going to share some of the aspects that we have. Yeah, even though we might not like say a lot, there are a lot. Because just even reasoning, it's an aspect on its own.
Even as we get confused, if we talk about all of them, we'll start sounding like
confusion.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm going to list down some of them for you. There are a lot. So many that I don't want to pretend like they are coming from my head. So I'm going to look somewhere and tell you some of them. And one of them is peer pressure. Peer pressure is number one.
That's the most common, I think.
Yeah, true.
That's pretty
number
common.
2, social identity.
Finding yourself
in this life. Yeah. Number 3, emotional well-being.
How are you emotional? Are you stressed?
Are you
anxiety and stuff?
Are you what? Those things.
Are you prone to? Yeah.
Number 4, self-esteem and confidence.
Confidence and self-esteem, guys, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
If you've got low self-esteem,
if you've got low self-esteem,
you're not confident.
Can't have confidence. And if you've got confidence, you can't have low self-esteem.
So it's like when you have, if you feel your esteem is like there, like on a peak, you're going to have too much confidence. Yeah. Because an example I can give is you put on clothes, certain kind of clothes, you're not comfortable. Then you go out there
in the road
at the then you want to, for example, guys, this is for guys, you want to approach a girl, you want to take a girl, you feel your clothes are not like that feeling that draws you back, to not like
Ah,
to feel like nah, I'm not worthy.
No, she'll refuse me.
That's less confidence and that's less
She'll reject
self-esteem. Yeah. So yeah, what else?
So you have to work on some of those. Also identity formation.
Identity formation, yeah, like how
Like did you know that in you trying to fit in, you're forming a new identity? It's either you're forming a new one, or you're destroying an old one. Because in fitting, you can destroy your old morals. Again, you can create new morals. You can start telling yourself that I'm trying to fit in. Meaning also identity formation.
Yeah, I think the last one is manipulation.
Manipulation and influence.
Influence and
the positive and negative impact of peer pressure can have decisions, behavior, and lifestyle choices. True.
So, guys, I think amongst these ones, we've got the top most aspects that I think we have concern about. Because there's peer pressure and influence and manipulation
and identity formation.
The
main characters in growing up.
You can't.
The main characters in growing up. In you growing up, those are your main mental characters.
Yeah, exactly. For what we are today.
For who you are. Even if you just watching here.
These three things, guys.
They either built you or they destroyed you.
Exactly.
So,
so again, based on decision making, they also apply a big role. So when you talk about what's this?
Making decisions
in line with manipulation and influence.
You can be influenced to do something or make a bad decision.
Or upon you trying to fit in and make your friends feel nice, you are going to be manipulated. You are going to be influenced.
And you're going to be changed.
Yeah,
positively or negative.
And that means that you are not staying true to yourself.
Meaning you are not even your own friend.
Be a friend to yourself. Find yourself.
Be your own friend. Because you can start doing too many jade things just for you to fit in.
Yeah,
so many jade things.
So personally, I've got a question for you, man. Let's say
this will be a good one.
I think I smell of phones. Relax. Yeah. So not really a question. It's just trying to seek validation. Can you kindly share an experience where at some point you were manipulated, or maybe either you did or you did not do the act?
Where I manipulated someone or someone manipulated me?
People manipulated you or influenced you to do something.
Are they even recent? Started in grade 4.
Yeah, so you can share, man. You can share.
Okay. From that question, that's a very good question, especially in my personal life.
Yeah.
I feel like the aspect of manipulation in my personal life came in the early stages. Grade 5, grade 6. It starts young.
Guys.
All these things start young. It starts when you're very young.
Yeah, we're related.
I used to have friends. Okay, I couldn't call them friends, or I was trying to be their friend a long time ago, but I can't be their friend now.
Yeah, I think, again, sorry to cut you short, you continue. When it comes to friends, there are a lot of people around you. I think I was taught to differentiate between a friend, a colleague,
and just someone who uses you.
Exactly, someone you know. Yeah.
So the people that I used to try to be friends with, they were like cool kids. Carry that time we were youngsters. We were to my cool kids fair, they were to my cool kids, they used to cut. Now I came to discover that the same people who I was trying to fit in with used to shoplift. Muchisungu ni shoplift, but in simpler terms. They used to steal from shops. You know those guys who go to like a grocery store, in the confusion of the person counting change.
They
babu.
Yeah, fumbled.
Babu what? So I used to get confused that now these guys they steal. So should I also steal? But and that time to I Sunday school. Us used to go to Sunday school. So when going to Sunday school, you know, don't steal.
Yeah.
Bible says this and that. So I used to fail to balance. Not that I still make around the parts now. I'm a babu. I wasn't doing the babu gum. So I started avoiding them because eventually I felt like they would get caught with what they used to do. And it wouldn't even have looked nice at
So
home.
in short, those guys, their acts were manipulating you bit by bit.
Yeah, because it's like they would even,
At some point, you are going to get to do it.
yeah, I felt slow. But I wasn't slow. So,
I don't trust you.
I will know. I was failing to do what they were doing because it's not how I grew up.
Yeah.
Like, in the house I grew up in, it's not how I grew up. My parents are even watching this and they know. We've got witnesses who can vouch for me. I didn't do any of that. So I started avoiding those guys because eventually you'd get caught and stuff. And one did get caught. But you got caught in those same things. Now imagine if we were friends, if we got caught together. You know, you could have had a criminal record because regardless,
as young as you were.
yeah, regardless of you trying to make a friend,
Yeah.
it was still going to have a negative impact in my life and in my growing up because it was not going to change from being a normal guy to
Because
someone who steals from
That
grocery
was
stores.
going to be a bad foundation for you.
Imagine growing up, oh,
would have-
whatever my babo,
It would have felt unfair.
whatever my lollipop, whatever lollipop you've seen, so you can't do that.
Yeah.
Me, that's my personal experience. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but that's how I once felt like I was managed. There are more, but
Yeah. So,
can't really put a pin on
so
that
that's how
one.
it is, guys. Not just like we were giving examples, simplified ones. They might sound silly, they might sound very important, but all in all, what we're trying to say is, or what we're trying to put out there is, we have to be like, we have to put our brains and our consciousness at the peak, where we have to avoid certain things for us to end up in bad places. Because as we talk, as we are speaking right now, someone is being it's a weekend actually.
Daily.
On a daily, not just a weekend, guys. We've seen. Okay, personally, me, I'll speak for myself. I've seen a lot because I've been a lot of different kind of social settings. I love moving, by the way. I love blending. I love socializing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love recreation personally.
Yeah.
And I do.
There are also
actually,
opportunities, but we'll come to that later.
yeah. And for the fact that, okay, I'm in media, yeah. So I get to be on the internet most of the times. I get to socialize and meet
Different people.
a lot of different people.
Keep on top.
As I was saying, as we are speaking right now, people like a certain kind of, or a set of friends or a couple or anything, someone is being manipulated right now,
Yeah, true.
influenced.
True.
But guys,
There's always the guy who shadidas. The one where you go a group, something happens, it's you who's in pressure because you're failing to just make a simple decision.
yeah, you get in pressure, you put people or your guardians in pressure because of trying to fit in and impress your friends. Don't feel shy, it's your life. It's your personal life. Don't feel shy.
Like I said before, soccer world. It's your
It's like a
world.
world, in as much as you may love your friend, in as much as you may love, I don't know if it's your boyfriend,
For your girlfriend.
not just for friends again.
Relationships.
Even let's say the same guardians as well. The same guardians.
Even at home.
Yeah, they make you gonna make you fit in for what you don't want. An example I can give is as I was growing up, there's a very good example I have because that never used till now it doesn't sit okay with me.
I haven't even
It,
it at bunch.
it doesn't it's so it doesn't sit okay with me. On namanje nikaona things like those. This is unfair for the kids. Okay, and the example is this guy. I'm not going to say a specific area and place where this is from, but it's common. It's common. There are those kind of mothers or parents that would want you to be similar to certain kind of kids.
Yeah. For comparing. Yeah.
Guys,
Why can't you be like that guy?
Why can't you be like that guy?
Yeah.
Why can't you do this?
You know that guy Navena, sometimes they even pretend they come hold,
Exactly.
That's that same guy that trying to compare you to.
He's also suppressed at home.
He's also going through his own stuff.
Exactly. So let's say there's your mother, the friend has got kids that are, like people's settlements are different and their goals, their views and the visions are different. Let's say the mother, you find the mom, or let's say an example. I'm not saying your mom has got a friend. Yeah. Chill. Your mom has got a friend. The friend has got a son as well, almost your age. Yeah. A Gen Z. Or no, even the millennials as well. Because kids to their parents, so as long as it's the mom.
Okay.
The son is well doing, or another, may say, people that get scholarships, people. Yeah, in short, Ashtika. Then,
Gudana Makik.
The mom thinks as if the son, you are not doing anything. When you're patient,
the guy's mother or my mother thinks I'm
actually
not
both parents
think I'm slow, I'm not doing anything.
They say you are slow, you are not doing anything. Personally, I think it's direct. Your mom is going to be pressuring you. Because who doesn't want their son to
be? And it becomes depressing.
Yeah, who doesn't want their son to be successful?
They're just their child in general. Everyone wants to have a successful child, I guess.
All in all, you have to
So what are you trying to say? You're saying how to overcome being compared to people, or when parents say, for example, why can't you be like Shani?
So what I'm trying to say is you have to stay true to yourself to an extent whereby your mom or your parents or the people around you have to see that it's a line, like it's a process.
Like it's life. Everyone has their own book. I read a book that said, in this life, never compare your page 3 to someone's page 7. At first I was like, but the more you get into it, you begin to realize that, look, for each individual out there, every life that we randomly just pass in the road, we're all going through our own things, right? So do not compare yourself to someone else. Like, you don't know their struggle. As much as you see someone, for example, park at the mall with an expensive car, or someone with a Benz, you know, you have ever seen a shattered Benz? A hard Benz. You start saying that, even me. But you always forget that, what did this guy do to get there? We won't go into what he did, but with trying to marry the aspect of what I said about comparing pages. He had a life. You have your life. So you live yours, and in time you'll get there.
Eventually.
Don't get pressured.
Even the Bible says about worrying, about feeling pressured about the future. I think that's the verse. I think it's Jeremiah. I don't know, chapter 5, verse 29, somewhere there. It talks about the Lord securing the future and not worrying.
Just be.
Yeah.
And there's not feel too compared to people, like, no, because this one is doing this, me, I'm not doing. And that's where depression kicks in, huh? If you think about it.
So you get stressed, you think that you're not doing enough.
You feel like you're not doing enough, feel like time is running out, but don't get me wrong, time is running out.
Don't be idle.
Don't be idle, but don't be too fast. Because in you being too fast, that's where these problems come in. You wanted to steal something.
You get sick because you wanted to do what?
Enter credit. You get sick because you're rushing, you wanted to be fast.
You get sick. That's something you can't
sick there. You sick. The one for beer, the one for what? The one for shani.
Yeah, I think again, it's like there's a reason why it said every day's bread is different from any other day's bread. Today's bread won't be tomorrow's bread. No.
Today to be soft.
It's written.
To be dry.
Yes, it's written. When you have what you have today, don't worry too much about what's there tomorrow. Utilize what you have today the best.
If you have a proper tomorrow, right?
Yeah, really. If you have a chance, to make things, secure things, the way another person might secure them is different. Like the pace of how you are going to get things and attain things in life is different.
Even the way we're seated here, as much as we're friends, we're different.
But we're here because of one goal.
Talking to you guys.
And sharing knowledge. And we're both fitting in. No one was forced.
No one was forced.
Practically.
That's one book and the passion podcast.
Let's go, bro.
No. We just came to the same conclusion about something. And that can also happen to you. Like, don't be too pressured to become forced into something you never wanted to be. But again, don't be too slow or idle to let life pass you. Because, so you just find your 36. You don't have anything. Hey, you bring your 42. You sneeze, you're 61.
You are 22 years old, excited, pressured, edged to have certain things. Now, at that point, you get to do wrong things. You blink, you are 34, you are sick.
I know that one. That's
you
a good
blink.
example my mom used to always tell.
You blink, guys. You've got unwanted lands. Let's say if you're a female, you blink, you've got unwanted kids.
Unplanned babies.
So
just because you're rushing. But for real.
Anyway. Yeah, guys. So diving in, we don't want to dive out of the topic. I think we can jump into the questions. There are some questions that we would love to ask each other and answer. Yeah.
So let me ask you this one. Have you ever had to choose between yourself and fitting in? Have you ever just told yourself that I won't do it, I'm true to myself?
That one, trust me, it's not.
Because peer pressure.
It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy, guys. Okay, enjoyment is nice.
Like life is nice. Now, when you overget it,
and
too much of the good stuff is bad.
Again, having been pressured on temporary things, because guys, enjoyment is nice, but it has to be there.
You don't want to
from the good side.
You don't like life. Life happens.
It cuts.
But just too much of it.
Yeah.
Too much of it is not good.
Yeah. So the question was for me. So it's like that. Choosing isn't an easy thing when it comes to choosing yourself and the group or fitting in. It's not easy, trust me. It's not easy
to stay true to yourself.
But you have to stay true to yourself. You have to know. It all comes down again to when you identify yourself. You know what you want. You know what you want to have. You know the kind of life that you want to live. You know what's temporary, you know what's permanent, you know what's going to
you know what's forever and what's not forever.
Yeah.
As much as they say nothing lasts forever, there are some things that
I won't even lie. I have been in certain situations, or some days I choose to fit in, some days I choose not to. But every day at least, it clicks in my head. I have to abide and stay with myself.
So I've got another question based on what you just said.
Yeah.
Do you think as an individual it's better to try and fit in or to stand alone?
I think that depends on different kinds of situations and the social places
They're found in.
Yeah. So when it comes to strictly life, things that deal with your life, personal life,
just you and you,
you have to abide yourself no matter what.
Yeah, you have to do you. Because at the end of the day,
yourself.
You're yourself. You're your best friend.
Yeah. Then when it comes to social stuff, let's say you are supposed to, let's say you are working at a certain place, or you're at school. You're required to do things that are going to benefit you in a positive way. That one, we can't say you're going to fight fitting in. You have to fit in for you to do it.
To make it. Not just in school. In universities, you have to find for me, what I do, I don't know. I bet the people that, I won't say your names, but you know what I'm about to say, like how it's going to sound. So even like in university, you have to find people that will help you clear, like help you be too serious to clear.
Exactly.
So you need to have friends that can, for example, the day you don't go to class, at least have a friend who tell you, they go to school. We learned about this and this.
So basically, it's fitting in, let's say, in a group study.
Yeah.
That one, trust
That
me,
one.
the lower your...
That one will take
You
you far.
have to fit in. Because it's beneficial on a positive side.
You see? So that's another aspect of fitting in, education-wise, but also on the aspect of business, I guess, or you trying to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So guys, as well summarizing, we have to note down and make it an everyday thing in our lives to think about the aspects. To think about, I think the most important things that were highlighted in the beginning, the social well-being, the peer pressure, the influence and whatnot. Yeah, look at your health, it might be your biological health or your mental health. It has to stand out straight, aligned. Yeah. So I think you can say something as well, concluding.
Yeah, Mama guys. So my conclusion on fitting in. Just stay true to yourself. As much as what I'm saying could be like, no, how do you stay true to yourself? This guy is just
we're not
saying.
Perfect. We're also trying. We're still finding ourselves.
We're also finding ourselves. But like, staying true to yourself will get you out of a lot of problems. Like, you could avoid even certain health conditions just from avoiding like what we talk about peer pressure. You could get sick from peer pressure. And not sick, the one that all of you are thinking about. No, not only that one. There's also the one for substance abuse, Even your mental health can be distorted just from peer pressure. So, stay true to yourself and work hard, I guess.
Let's keep pushing. No one wants to be left behind. And in as much as we don't want to be left behind, let's use an obedient process that adds positivity to our life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Again, we emphasize on reduction of being forced to die. Please don't let some other things, don't let important things die in your life because of
someone else's influence.